Hi, I'm Andrei and we are continuing to learn Python. So, as I mentioned earlier, if you look at the screen, we can run Python interpreter just from PowerShell and type some Python code and it will be executed. For example, we can we can define a variable and write some value to it and then show it on the screen. You can reassign to something else and show the value pointed by b again. So we can execute code from Python, write in a PowerShell, but the easier way and later much more comfortable way is to use a development environment. So I'm working in PyCharm, and if you decide to go with tool, there is a 30-day trial version for a professional version, and there is a free community version of PyCharm, which is kind of limited, but still allows to do a lot, debugging, running code, and code completion and stuff like that. So I already installed PyCharm for myself, but you can go and find it on the internet and hit a pause on the video to do that for yourself or choose something else before we continue. I will create a project from scratch. I will call it test verse 3 because 1 and 2 already been used. By default, PyCharm will create a virtual environment, which we will talk about later for this project. This is basically a standalone set of libraries that we're gonna use if we'll need something. From the type of projects, you'll see this number in community version is kind of shorter, but so far we'll just stick with a pure Python. That's the very basic project type. It takes some time to actually create a virtual environment. Now the project has been created. You should periodically look at the bottom of PyCharm environment because sometimes it does things like indexing project libraries and so on in modules, and some things are not available until actually it is done. So if something is not available, for example running a Python module, maybe it hasn't been indexed yet. So I've created a main.py file, which is a Python module, and I can actually run it right away. Hit and run main, and basically this is the command that has been executed, and this is the result of executing this Python module. Process finished with code 0 means no errors, and empty space, of course, between we haven't written anything yet. So this is a valid Python module, runnable without errors, but it does nothing. So let's actually write something. Let's create a variable greeting. So this is a very simple code just for demonstration purposes. Don't think about the way I name variables and write code here. But anyway, I've created a variable greeting which points to the string hello with the comma and a space, and I've created a variable v1 which called the world, so the one that we are actually greeting. And now I'm calling a print function which is built in. I don't need to like get it from somewhere or import it. It's just there always. And in brackets I pass an argument which is a variable plus another variable. We take the values that those are pointing to and pass into a print, and then when I actually execute it, you'll see what you probably already know. So we've got hello, we've got world, and we've got at the bottom you can see an output hello world. And if we change it to student, of course you'll get hello the study student. Pretty basic at this point of time.